My name is Victoria and I work with the Regional Refugee Forum North East in the Training and Development Project. We give them a range of support basically depending on their individual needs. We have three main themes, which are economic inclusion, health and community safety, which are quite broad themes, so whichever kind of needs the individual RCO has, we can adapt our sort of programme to fit them. But we don't just help RCOs, we also try and link them with the mainstream agencies and to organise and facilitate links between key members of RCOs and also members of the mainstream so that they can develop relationships in the long term. An example in economic inclusion might be an RCO who wants to access exile provision for their community, and we might help them with fundraising or developing applications or developing project proposals to include exile. Or, for example, another example with the community safety element, if a RCO or a community is expressing problems with the police or with local residents or some kind of abuse, we would try and get them to link up with community liaison officers or police officers and trying to organise sort of debate and discussion and relationships forming rather than the RCO feeling isolated from the wider community. I like to say good, hopefully, probably better to ask them, but I just started in the post late last year, so it's just still kind of developing. But so far I think I'm meeting some really interesting communities and we've got a lot of good work to come. Unfortunately, in this climate there are no guarantees and we have to be prepared for things potentially getting worse before they get better, depending on how this coalition works. But I think the audience raised some really important questions and it was quite heartening in a way because it showed that it's not always just about money but it's also about attitudes, and situations like this and organisations like the Forum, which is quite unique in itself, but it presents an excellent opportunity for refugees and asylum seekers to actually develop that collective voice, to be together in this kind of situation like tonight, and to kind of realise that a lot of the issues people aren't on their own, and I think that's an important part of empowerment, is for people to understand that they're not fighting this alone, and I think that tonight really kind of raised that and showed what can be done.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.